Welcome. We're going to walk through one of those scenarios that's just so common but also really high stakes in any boarding house. A student comes to you and says they're being targeted online. So let's use this as a chance to just reflect on our own practice together. Okay, so let's just put ourselves right in that moment. It's been a long day, you're on duty, and here comes a student. You can see right away something's wrong. They're upset and they're holding their phone like it's a hot potato. We've all been there, right? So in that split second, what's the single most important thing you need to do? Just hold that question in your mind for a bit. Because the first and honestly the most crucial point is this. Before you even glance at that phone, before you think about the school's e-safety policy, you have to respond to the human being who's standing right in front of you. This is a pastoral moment first, and a technical or procedural one, well, a distant second. And we have to get our heads around what this actually feels like for them. Online harm isn't just some abstract thing. It's a direct threat to their entire social world. It's that deep, gut-wrenching fear of being cast out, that feeling that everyone has already seen it and that the damage is just spreading like wildfire, totally out of their control. Getting that is step one. Which means our own response is absolutely key. It is so easy to feel a bit of panic yourself, right? To think, oh man, I don't even know what that app is. But you know what? That doesn't matter right now. Your calm sends a powerful message. This is okay. We can handle this. The focus is on them, not on your tech skills. So we're starting from a place of calm and care, but what are the actual first moves? What do we literally say and do in those first couple of minutes? Let's break down what a safe, really effective response looks like. This phrase right here, this is absolute gold. So often, a young person carries this sense of shame, like they somehow brought this on themselves. Saying this is not your fault just lifts that weight straight off their shoulders. And then that second part, we can deal with this, that changes everything. It's not their problem anymore. It's our problem. It's an instant alliance. And this just lays it out so clearly, doesn't it? On the left, you've got the words that build trust. Things like, let's just take a breath. But on the right, those are the gut reactions that can do so much damage. Blaming them for being on the app, deleting the evidence in a panic, or worse, deciding you're going to go and sort it out yourself. Those reactions, they don't just break trust, they can completely wreck the investigation. Which leads us perfectly into our next critical phase. Okay, once the student feels safe, once they feel heard, we have to gently pivot our focus to preserving that digital trail. This is such a vital safeguarding step. So the first thing you say is simple and clear. Okay, let's have you step away from the device for a bit. But notice the nuance here. You ask them to stop using it. You don't automatically confiscate it. I mean, if that phone is the only place the evidence exists, grabbing it could just escalate the panic, and you risk losing everything. The goal here is preservation. It's not punishment. So, what are we actually trying to save? Think of this as your immediate action list. Number one, always, is screenshots. Then you need the context. What's the platform? Can you get the URLs of the pages or profiles? Who's involved? Just calmly getting this information down is going to make all the next steps so much easier and more effective. And once you have that information, you're not on your own. You need to know exactly who to tell and in what order. This right here is your reporting chain laid out with total clarity. IT can help with the tech side, blocking and filtering. The DSL, of course, has to be informed. The house parent needs to be in the loop for that ongoing pastoral care. And yeah, the police, if it ever crosses that criminal threshold. This isn't guesswork, it's just clear professional protocol. Okay, so we've managed the immediate crisis. We've supported the student, we've secured the evidence, we've started the reporting chain. But our work, the real craft of what we do, it doesn't stop there. Now we have to move from being reactive to being proactive. How do we use this one incident to make our whole community stronger? The follow-up is all about that. For the student who is targeted, maybe a supported digital detox is just what they need to find their feet again. But for everyone else, this is a huge teachable moment, a chance to run a session on digital citizenship or online kindness. And of course, keeping parents in the loop is a key part of that whole partnership. And it's really important to remember, this advice we're talking about, it's not just a few random good ideas. It's actually one piece of a really comprehensive 11-point professional framework. Knowing that our actions are grounded in solid, established practice should give us all a bit of confidence. Because really, at the end of the day, the best way to handle an incident is to stop it from ever happening. And that comes down to having policies and training that are strong, clear, and this is the most important part, that actually reflect the digital world our students are living in today, not the one from 5 years ago. And that leads us to our final thought. This is maybe the most important part of this whole reflection. It's a chance to just pause and turn the lens back on ourselves with one pretty challenging question. Let's just sit with that for a second. Am I genuinely up to date, or is my knowledge lagging behind their reality? It's such an honest and vital question for every single one of us to ask ourselves. It's not about feeling guilty, it's about our professional commitment to the young people we look after. And that's a pretty good thought to end on.